Well, it looked like Snoop Dogg was almost not going to answer this question when he was asked by Bootleg Kev. Shout out Bootleg Kev for doing the podcast with Snoop Dogg. Asked him the real question, the very haunting question in hip hop lately. He asked him what did he think about Drake's legal action against UMG, where Snoop Dogg was very hesitant to respond and said next question, but he ended up answering. So we're going to take a look and see exactly what he said before they went on to the next topic.
It's on the lawsuit.
Next question.
I gotta ask. Yeah.
Next question, girl. Well, you know, on the West, we hold court in the streets, girl.
Okay, so I thought when he said next question, I thought he wasn't gonna answer at all. And I was about to say, like, come on, man, are you serious? Like, you can't answer that. Like, you can't, answer that just for the sake of hip hop. Actually, honestly, just to let people know this is what hip hop is. This is what we define what hip hop is. Taking legal action is not hip hop. But I think it was a good thing for him to say it the way that he said it. We hold court in the streets. We don't hold court in the courtroom. Not at all. Not a courtroom, not a basketball court, but the streets. And this is the thing, bro. I was scared that he wasn't going to answer, but I'm glad he gave that answer because that's the answer that at least I'm looking for, at least. And just keep it street, keep it hip hop, keep it out of the courtroom. That's what I could say, to say the least, honestly. I know Snoop Dogg had said a lot of things in this interview. I was afraid that he wasn't going to answer this at all. So when he said next question, I was kind of tripping at first. But I'm glad that he answered it now because, like I said, there's been a lot of people out doing interviews, a lot of artists, a lot of rappers, a lot of entertainers doing interviews. And once they get asked this question, it becomes a 50-50 chance if they don't answer it or not. Fat Joe started it off by saying no comment. I thought we were going to have another experience with that with Snoop Dogg. But Snoop Dogg actually, he actually went up and answered that shit. So respect to him, kept it short, kept it simple, wasn't even going to answer in the first place. But I'm glad he did. And I brought it up time and time and again. I don't think that Drake has a good case here. I don't think he has a good case against UMG. And I don't think he has a case when it comes to the defamation. Now, for the UMG part, I'll be real. I don't think he has a case for that at all. I believe that everybody attached to UMG, including Drake, they get their songs promoted by UMG. They push the song. They put that like they do every song. But Not Like Us was definitely something that was organic. Not Like Us was definitely something that became popular because of the people, not because of UMG. If UMG were to push this product really high and it were to do so well, it would be noticeable if people stop fucking with the song. You could tell that they gave the song a spike and then it goes down dramatically. No, this song has been staying positive constantly, staying on the upside consistently on its own. If somebody were to inflate the numbers, you would see a spike and then you would see it go down. That's not the case for Not Like Us. Not Like Us has been played constantly. And ever since this legal action had came to notice to the public, Not Like Us has been played more often after the fact. It's only continuing its success and its growth. As far as the defamation thing goes, I don't think that Drake has a good case against that either, only because of a few things. One of the things that comes to my mind, aside from Snoop Dogg being used in Drake's tailor-made freestyle through generated AI, Tupac was also used with the AI generation too. And the thing is that Tupac was the one in that verse. Remember, this is Drake making this song, y'all, and having the AI say this. Tupac, in the topic of tailor-made freestyle involving Snoop Dogg and Tupac Shakur, I have to point out that in tailor-made freestyle, there's another reason why I think that Drake will lose his defamation case. Because in the song right here, he literally says, out of his own mouth, well, Tupac's AI voice, he says, talk about him liking young girls. That's a gift for me. Heard it on the Button podcast. It got to be true. So this is him, Drake, right? Telling Kendrick as Tupac to talk about how Drake likes young girls. So you basically told him to do that. You told him to, bro. You told him to bring up the young girls. So I don't understand, bro, why you're gonna sue defamation when you're the one that told him to say that in the first place. But when it backfires, I guess you go to court. But I appreciate Snoop Dogg at least briefly explaining about the legal action that Drake is taking by saying that, on the West Coast, we hold court in the streets. Before he said no comment, before he said next question, he ended up answering with a phrase. And this is the phrase that pays, honestly. This is definitely enough said. These, we call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These 9 words right here, I'll accept it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, we hold court in those streets. Yeah, I'll take it, man. I mean, considering that Fat Joe didn't say anything, and Snoop Dogg is just trying to, I guess he's trying to be a little PC, a little politically correct, a little trying to just keep it safe, try to keep it neutral. But he definitely had to chime in, had to give his take, had to give his piece, and I respect him for it. I'm not mad at him for this comment. But I don't think that Drake is gonna win his lawsuit or legal action, however you want to put it, keep it alleged. His legal action, he's not gonna beat it, bro. I don't think defamation is something that he's gonna be able to prove in court, and I don't think that he's gonna win against UMG. I think it's only gonna make his situation, his career, a lot more difficult to go through and run by, in the later years in the future. But y'all can tell me how y'all feel about this. What do y'all feel about Snoop Dogg talking about this legal action the best way that he could without getting too deep into it? That's how it felt like. It felt like he wasn't going to say anything at all. And I was like, oh, man. And then he actually gave his opinion. So I respect it. Not mad at it. I always enjoy listening to Snoop Dogg. I've always been a big fan of Snoop Dogg. I'm glad that he at least gave the comment that he did. Y'all tell me if you feel like he should have gave a more direct answer. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about Snoop Dogg replying the way that he did. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about the comments that he had made previously. Tell me how you feel, man. And tell me if you heard Snoop Dogg's new album. I heard it came out on the 13th. If you haven't heard it, let me know. If you did, let me know what your favorite song is on the comments. Let me know if it's good. Tell me what tracks to listen to. Shout out Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre for making another album together. It feels like the 90s again, especially with all this lyricism going on. Y'all tap in. Y'all hit me up. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video, man. Peace. Keep it alleged.